I believe that Yasuke should be balanced out a bit more in terms of stealth in the late game. It makes sense that he sticks to his samurai training early on, but as he spends more and more time with Naoe, he should adopt something closer to Jin Sakai's playstyle, blending the way of the samurai and the way of the shinobi. Naoe will always lean more towards stealth, and Yasuke will always lean more towards combat, but he should be almost as viable at stealth as he is as combat to make things fair. Because, like I said, Naoe is almost as viable at combat as she is at stealth. So, to this end, I'd like Yasuke to unlock an upgrade to his brutal assassination skill tree, which allows him to do quiet kills with his wakizashi. He always has it with him when you have a katana equipped, but he doesn't actually use it in combat. So the possibility of quiet stealth takedowns would give it a purpose. I think he should also be able to grab enemies and perform knockouts as well, given his size and strength. He can easily overpower most enemies, and knockouts actually make a lot of sense for his character in my opinion, because he'd probably find it more honourable to not kill an enemy than kill them with a surprise attack. Especially for the likes of servants, who are essentially just civilians that happen to have a job working for the people we don't like. I am finding that I'm missing no longer having a bird companion more than I thought I would. I think it's a mechanic that we really took for granted, and some people started to feel that it was getting a little bit old or it overstayed its welcome and was getting a bit gimmicky, which I understand. And now his eagle vision's great for highlighting enemies across a wide area, but Yasuke has no equivalent. And considering his status as a samurai, it would have allowed him to take part in high social class hobbies like falconry or takagiri in Japanese. A bird companion would allow him to scope out areas and get the lay of the land without the need for climbing, which he's obviously slower at doing, and it would allow him to know what he's going up against before deciding whether to engage in a fight. It makes so much more sense for him, both as a support and gameplay mechanic, and in terms of the setting and his social status, that I'd really like it if this was something they could add in future, maybe as part of an upcoming DLC with a story moment that explains it. I think this is a really good way to differentiate Naoe and Yasuke further, considering that Naoe is meant to represent the more stealth roots of the franchise, and Yasuke is meant to represent the more combat-focused side of the RPG series. Giving him a mechanic that's closely associated with the RPG games makes sense, and it also makes them feel different without just outright nerfing Yasuke, because currently it feels like a lot of features are taken away from him just for the sake of making him feel different.